What's up, y'all? It's your girl V Lee. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a story time today, okay? Because people have been DMing me like, girl, what's going on? What I ain't seen you at work. What's going on with Swift? And so this is basically like a video, a tell-all of why I'm not employed with Swift anymore. Those of you that didn't know, now you know. Now you know.
Yeah, V Lee.
I know this come as a surprise because like last month I literally posted, oh, I'm in Phoenix, I'm at headquarters, I'm doing a photo shoot, an interview, all of that. And now here go a month later and I'm not with the company. So yeah, I know y'all like, what the fuck that happened? But this is bittersweet for me, y'all. I've been contemplating for the past 2 weeks. I ain't been working 2 weeks, whether I was gonna actually walk away or try to make it work. And I just decided to finally just set myself free. So it's Sunday. After I make this video, I'm gonna go up there to my truck. Well, it's not my truck anymore, but I'm gonna go up there to the truck, get all my stuff out, and just walk away. At first I was gonna do a leave of absence, but it doesn't make sense to do a leave of absence being that I'm not gonna get paid for it, and I just don't see myself going back to the company. So it's like, what would be the point? It really wouldn't be a point. I won't bash Swift ever. So this video is not to bash them, but I will tell my personal experiences and like what led me up to this point. And it's just been a lot over the past 18 months. So I do appreciate Swift for giving me my start in trucking. Like I started my trucking career with them, went to their trucking school, and I've essentially been with them for 18 months. But I just can't take anymore. And I don't want to blame the entire company because I haven't dealt with everybody in the company. Like I haven't tried all the job positions like being a driver, leader, working in operations or anything like that. So I can't say it's the whole entire company. But at the end of the day, when you're running a business, then you have to micromanage your business and you have to evaluate your business periodically. I would basically say that it's probably more so the account that I'm on, and I just don't feel comfortable on this account anymore. People were like, okay, well, why don't you just go to another account? Well, if I don't feel comfortable with the company, if I'm working with Swift employees right now and I just don't think that they care about me as a person, then I feel like if I go to another account, it's just gonna be the same thing but with different people, you know? So anyway, let's start off with this photo shoot and this interview. I felt played to the left. I'm talking about like so far left, y'all, like a ugly stepchild. I felt used and abused, period. Because I drove all the way to Phoenix. First of all, they reached out to me for an interview and a photo shoot. I ain't go to them. So at first I was so happy, like, oh, they noticed me. I'm a big dog. Yeah, they noticed me. I'm on my shit. Whole time I didn't realize that I was being used in the fact that, okay, my face is being used for marketing. So many people have reached out to me, being that I'm all over social media, and they like, oh, we started at Swift because of you. Okay, well, where the hell my money at? Because I ain't seen not a dime of referral money or none of that. Y'all owe me some type of compensation, ain't it? Not only that, but I drove all the way over there and got paid less cents per mile than I would usually get. I ain't asked y'all to come over there, y'all asked me. So if anything, I should have been getting the same cents per mile or a little more for going out of my way, because I never went to the West Coast. So that was completely out of my comfort zone, for one. And most companies, I believe, if they ask you to do a photo shoot and stuff or anything in their marketing, for their marketing team, they would have had the decency to fly the person out there at least. But anyway, I was used to take freight over there, of course, because I ain't go over there for free. They sent me over there with a load and brought me back over here with a load. So y'all know how that go. I'ma just chuck that up as a loss. But the accounts that I'm on, I just feel like it's so much sexism. Like, if you a female and you on that Costco account, I feel sorry for you if you still there. Like, I really do. Because where do I start? Where do I start for one? Okay, so I asked them to come off of the road from doing regional and do the yard position. I asked about the yard position so many times. And for those of y'all that don't know, the yard position is basically like a driver who just stays at the yard and they just move trailers around the yard all day long, like from the dock getting loaded to a parking spot, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And so I asked them to do that because the yard guys make pretty decent money, and when I balanced it out, I would be making about the same amount of money. Okay, so they told me, oh, that's not a job for a female. That's strenuous work, whoop whoop. I ain't ask you that. If I ask about a position, that means I did my research on it and I'm willing to do the work. So if I'm willing to do the work, then you should give me a fair opportunity. But I never received a fair opportunity. Each time that I asked about that job, they gave it to a male. Okay. So then the next problem is getting paid. I can work a 5-day work week and then I get my check and it's only 4 days on there. And then I got to go and say, hey, I was only paid for 4 days. And then we got to go through this whole paperwork. I got to send them this and prove that I worked 5 days. Why the fuck am I doing all of this? I worked 5 days. I should get paid on time. And then I shouldn't have to wait a whole nother pay period to get paid for some shit that I was supposed to get this pay period. Like, I can't call up the mortgage company and be like, hey, can I pay you next week? They said that they're going to put the rest of my money on the next check. The shit is like an inconvenience to me. I ain't get y'all freight there late, so don't give me my check late. You feel what I'm saying? So back to this Costco account. The workers there are rude as hell. Like, they have no respect for any of the drivers. They don't give a shit about you. And it's like when you bring that up to management, they don't care either. Their whole response is, oh, Costco is the customer. Whoop de whoop. I don't give a fuck if they the customer. Like, that whole thing about the customer is always right, that's bullshit. Ain't nobody finna treat me like no piece of shit. And it's like, if I ever said something, then they were jumping down my back like, why did you say this? Because they said this. And we both grown, and at the end of the day, you gotta give respect to get it. And if you don't give me no respect, I ain't damn sure ain't finna give you no respect. That shit, that was trash. And then all of the lanes, it was so funny because every time I said something about it seemed like a lane mysteriously disappeared. Like, at first I was going to Charlotte, then I was going to Tallahassee, then they sent me to Matthews, and then I told these people that I absolutely hate the fucking mountains, don't want to go through them. So then they were like, oh, well, Tennessee is the only lane that we got available. If you don't want to do this, then you probably gonna have to go to another account. Basically forcing me into doing this load because I was so used to getting a certain amount. So I had no choice but basically to do this Tennessee load, going through Mount Eagle every day. And when I tell y'all, I was scared out of my mind. Like, the first 2 days I was going up there, like, I was so scared. And I feel like nobody should ever be forced into, pretty much forced into doing anything. And I felt like they were being petty and fucking childish. And they basically were trying to probably get me off of the account without taking me off the account, if y'all get what I'm saying. Back to this. Okay, so then after that, the Tennessee lane went away mysteriously. And so now all they had available was local, or you could do a local load. So I'm like, okay, local, cool. Yeah, that's almost like me being on the yard every day or whatever. I'll try that. They're talking about, oh, we'll start you off at $18.50. Bitch, what? That's the bottom of the barrel. I've been with y'all for 18 months and y'all, you mean to tell me y'all finna start me off like I just got out of CDL school? Y'all got me fucked up. I would be a dummy to accept $18.50. Like, even if I worked 60 hours a week, I would only bring home like $1,100. Like, why would I take that big of a pay cut? It makes absolutely no sense. Like, that shit was stressing me out to the point where I couldn't even function. Like, I would come to work and get a headache, or like on my way there, I'd be just aggravated for no reason, and I could feel all the tension in my neck and everything, like my joints and stuff. When I tell y'all, a job will make you miserable to where it fucks with your mental and your physical, bruh. That's why I say I had to walk away. And even though I had some good times or whatever, the bad started outweighing the good. I ain't even gonna lie to you on that part. But it's some people that I really do appreciate that helped me along the way, and I'm going to miss. I went through a hell of a lot of driver leaders. Like, I can't even tell y'all the amount of driver leaders that I went through. And that's a problem. Like, why is the turnover rate so high? Obviously, it's a problem somewhere. And my thing is, like, I don't ever see myself going to work for another mega carrier because you're just a number. The only person that probably knows your name is your driver leader or your planner. Other than that, when you call them people, they're like, what's your truck number? What's your driver code? Like, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't even know you, pretty much. I don't think I would ever just go to another mega carrier. Like, I was so loyal to these people, y'all. I don't even know why. I guess, like, I'm big on loyalty. And for me, it was, okay, I started my career with them. I've been with them for this long. Okay, they family to me now. I mean, I used to be in the comments going off on people, trying to defend people. And even though that wasn't my responsibility, it was like, okay, I'm a driver. Let me do my part in trying to build up our reputation or correct our reputation, you know? So when I tell y'all I was a loud and proud Swift driver, if y'all go down my page, like, y'all will see hella videos, me and my Swift truck, people in the comments like, damn, man, you helping turn Swift around, blah, 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 blah. Like, they trash or whatever, but you backing up and doing this and that. I was, like, so proud to be a Swift employee. I don't know what it was. Like, to this day, I don't know. When that shit be blowing me, though. In the meantime, I'm looking for my own truck, trying to find my own truck right now. I'm so used to having my own anyway. Like, I've always been an entrepreneur, always had my own business or whatever. So I'm ready to be back in that space. So if y'all know anybody still in the truck, let me know. I'm looking for that. In the meantime of that, I'm looking for a company, a small company that is very team oriented, family oriented. I could probably get home every other day or every day. I would prefer every day. A good working atmosphere with some decent pay. Decent pay. And if you could throw in some benefits, that'll work too. But yeah, y'all gonna see what the future holds for me. I'm gonna keep y'all updated along the process. Let y'all know where I'm at with everything. And hopefully the next video is gonna be me in my truck pulling up like, yeah, this me. I'm finna get ready to go to the truck, get the stuff off here, and come back home and call it a day. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff.